Assistant Robert Luttrell. Thank you all for being here and welcome to the chat.
Thanks for having us.
Right now we're going to take a look at these Lady Rams that are here with us tonight. Girls, you have the microphone with you? No mic with you right now?
I can just tell you their names if you'd like while they kind of wave.
Well, we'll get the mic out here and let them introduce themselves.
Gotcha.
All right, girls, if you would, just introduce yourself. And I think they're all 8th graders, right, Coach?
These are all of our 8th graders except for one that couldn't make it.
I'm Jaden Pierce.
I'm Kayla Hickman. I'm Ayanna Porter.
I'm Ayanna Stewart. I'm Lindsay Cleveland. I'm Anaya Porter.
I recognize some of those last names, Porter and Stewart. The names goes back in the history of Oak Ridge basketball, and also yourself, Coach McGinnis. I remember watching you play back in the day, and
there's a lot of history and tradition in Oak Ridge sports, that's for sure.
Right. If you would, just go ahead and you want a state championship. These are Robertsville Lady Rams, and just talk just your thoughts on winning the state championship.
Well, it was a great way to get back into coaching, that's for sure. I doubt there's many coaches that get to walk in their first year back and be handed a team that is talented enough to win a state championship. So that was pretty cool to be able to go all the way. I mean, I feel like that really gives me a good perspective for the future. Like if I hadn't gone that far in my first year, I would have kind of felt like it was like this unreachable goal. But now that I've been there and seen kind of the level of competition that's there, and I kind of know where we stand, each year as we move forward and we lose a lot of talent, like where do we stand this upcoming year and things like that. So that was really cool to have that experience as the first year back.
So it was your first year back had you coached at Robertsville before?
I had not. No.
Had you coached previously anywhere?
Yes, I coached at some smaller colleges right out of college, and coached at Central High School for a year, but it had been, I think 17 years since I had coached.
Mm-hmm. Okay, pretty good way to come back, right?
Yep.
It's all downhill from there.
Let's hope not.
Right. Go for a repeat next year. But Coach Luttrell, tell us a little bit about yourself, and first, give us your comments on winning the state championship.
Well, I've been coaching Robertsville for 7 years now, and I coached with Michael Mott for 5 years, and David Scott last year. Everybody knows David. Then here in this year, and I couldn't ask to be with more qualified coaches around. Now, I've been fortunate enough that I've been able to share and gain knowledge from them as coaches, but this group here, we were, a few seconds away and a few points when they were 6th graders of going to the state. We went last year and were runner-ups, and so this year we finished that mission. So it's been really fun. It's a great group of kids, and I can't wait till they get into high school. We look for much more out of them as they get older. So,
So you've been with the program 7 years?
Right. It's my 7th year, and if I may, I'm going to say something because Coach is here. And I always tell everybody the reason I coach is I just love the game of basketball, but I always tell everybody I have the best seat in the house because I'm sitting there almost center court and get to see all the action, and to me that's a lot of fun. And most of the time I have a good time, but sometimes Coach gets in my way and I have to ask him to move because, that kind of thing. And so not only that, I also get in free. So,
right.
But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of fun, but this is a great group of girls.
Phone lines are open. As you see the number there, if you have a question or comment for Coach McGinnis or Coach Luttrell, or also these young ladies we'll be chatting with here shortly after the first break. But Coach McGinnis, I believe I'm correct, you're an Oak Ridge girl, right?
Yes.
And if you would, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Just tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself and maybe your playing career. And,
Okay. Well, I actually went to Robertsville back when it was a junior high school, so 6th through 9th grade, and then played at Oak Ridge High School for 3 years. I was telling David, we had a very similar story. My team that won the state our senior year had a very similar story to this group of 8th grade girls in that our sophomore year, we lost in the sub-state and didn't make it to state, kind of very similar to what they did their 6th grade year. And then my junior year, we came in 2nd place, and exactly what they did last year, and then won it our senior year. So it's kind of ironic, just the story that took place in both of these teams. From there, I played at Auburn for 2 years. I transferred to Indiana and finished there. And then I coached for a few years in college and moved back home. I have 2 children. Recently got married a year and a half ago, and been teaching at Robertsville for about 9 years now.
What's your children's name?
Christian and Cameron.
So a boy and a girl, right?
2 girls.
2 girls? Okay. How old are they?
They are 13 and 12.
Are they playing basketball?
They do not. They like volleyball, and they do some other things, gymnastics, swimming, that kind of thing. But they really enjoy volleyball.
I always say they're not playing yet.
Yeah, that's
Right.
He's working on them.
Now, I remember you when you played. I remember you was a really good player at Oak Ridge. I forgot that you had went to Auburn. Now, when did you graduate from Oak Ridge?
97.
97. Okay, so some really good teams. I know you probably played for the legendary coach Jill Pruden,
I did.
right? And who were some of the other players on that 97 team?
We had Leah Sharp and Leah Bird. We also had Keisha Mitchell, who is the aunt of one of our players, and Clintea Mitchell. We had a lot of seniors. It was a lot of seniors, just like this group will.
And so you all won the state championship your senior year in high school, right?
Yes.
I do remember you playing. You had a good shot, and you also have a sister that played.
I have 2 sisters.
Jennifer.
And Lindsay.
Okay, I remember Jennifer. Is she older?
Jennifer's older than I am, and Lindsay's younger.
Okay. I do remember y'all playing back then.
You have a good memory. That's been a long time.
Right, but so you're a teacher now at Robertsville?
Yeah, I
What do you-
teach 7th grade special education.
Okay. I think also, since you mentioned that you used to coach at Central, I seem like I recall that now since you brought that up. What year was you at Central?
2005.
Okay. Coach Luttrell, tell me a little about yourself. Tell everybody.
Well, I'm retired. Worked at Y12 for 38 years, but I've been, like I say, one of my dreams is I've always kind of helped coach in basketball. Helped Jefferson some back when my son went to Jefferson Middle School. I helped over there. I've done a little competitive basketball coaching when my son was young. My son's 29. His name's Ryan. He's getting old like the rest of us. But anyway, but I've been doing basketball. This is kind of my passion, and I'm very fortunate to be able to coach with somebody like Aaron, but also Robertsville, really good school, and administration down there has been real supportive, and that's kind of my background. But one thing I want to say, if I may, about the administration at Robertsville, this has been a really tough year. You're probably going to get around to talk about that as well, but our principal, Dr. Unker, and Scott Hinton, the athletic director, have been really, really supportive because we've had a lot of ups and downs this year with the COVID and other things, and school being half in and half out. So we really appreciate everything they've done to help us succeed at our goal. So,
Did you grow up in Oak Ridge?
I'm actually a Harriman Blue Devil. I graduated there in 1976. That'll give me my age, but I played for Richard Pickle, which was one of the better coaches around, and I will throw this in. I've been in Oak Ridge now 38 years, so I consider myself an Oak Ridger. But when I was a junior in high school, we beat Oak Ridge for the regional tournament. So that was kind of my little dig towards Oak Ridge. So that's my little claim to fame. So
Right, I remember Harriman and Oak Ridge and Kingston, Clinton, all were in the same district.
yeah, we had
Back in
large
the-
and small classifications for a few years there, and Harriman's usually they're single A now, but we would have been at double A. But we had to play in a large classification, which was Kingsport, Dobbin, Bennett, Oak Ridge, and a lot of the bigger schools. And so, but we had a pretty decent team as well as Oak Ridge, as they always do. So, yeah. So, but I've been here 38 years, so I consider Oak Ridge home. So.
Right, Harriman's got a good tradition in basketball as well. How far did y'all advance
Well, we got beat in the sub-state
on the sub-state that year in
that year. Yeah.
74?
Well, that was
Or
1975 actually.
75, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a good run. We had a decent team, but everything comes to an end, as they say sometimes. So.
Coach McGinnis, if you would, let's talk about the season this year for your Lady Rams. Just start at the beginning. I mean, when you started the season, did you expect to bring home did they have the gold ball there for middle school too, or is?
It wasn't a gold ball. No, it was a clear triangular trophy.
You were
But
supposed to bring it, Coach.
oh, I did. It's
She was out in the car. Maybe she can go get it. But
She was sure to go get it. Yeah.
I definitely knew that was a possibility when I took the job. You don't have a group like this with this much talent without the people ahead of you telling you what you've got. So stepping in, yes, I knew that was going to be our goal, and I think that was Coach Luttrell's goal from the beginning, and it was the girls' goal from the beginning. But they worked hard all season. We started it off with 3-hour practices over fall break, and not a complaint from anyone. I think they knew we needed that. They hadn't been able to be in the gym through the summer and the spring because of COVID, so we were a little rusty, and plus new system coming in, so lots of time there in the fall. And then as we got into the season, our biggest hurdle was definitely with COVID. I mean, there were several games where the day before or even the day of, I would have to go in the gym and tell the girls, like, I'm sorry, our game's been canceled. And I know that was really frustrating for them, and that was hard on them, but they were so good about it. Like, and I would even say, I'm sorry you don't get to play, and instead we're going to run. And that was a lot of that due to Coach Luttrell here, but they took it like champs. They would do anything we asked of them. We tried to mix in some fun days for them so that it wouldn't be so bad when they didn't get the games, but that was really tough working our way through that. And like he said, we had administration helped us through all that. Coach Hinton stepped up, coached 2 games for us when I was sick and he was quarantined. Instead of us taking losses, they stepped up and coached for us. So just lots of support all around from the school. And then that kind of kept us from ever really getting in a rhythm, because we'd play and then we'd be off for 2 weeks, and then we'd play, and so that part was really hard. But then towards the end of the season, we got to play more and more, and the girls started gelling and getting in a rhythm and peaked at the right time, and brought home the not gold, but
Right.
the big clear
rest is
trophy.
history, right? How many games did y'all play this season?
So we had 6 games that were counted as COVID wins, so we would have played 22 games in all.
22 games. What was your final record?
26-2.
26-2.
If you count, you count the COVID wins.
Right. How did who did y'all play once you got to the state, or just tell me like when you got into the tournament, who did y'all have to play?
We played Charlotte Middle School.
Charlotte.
They're a little bit northwest of Nashville. and then we played Martin Middle School for the championship. And they're out of, correct me if I'm wrong, but out of where like Martin, UT Martin is.
Yeah, UT Martin.
Locally, who did y'all play?
Well, you can go back to the Gatlinburg-Pittman game, which was the sectional and district games. We played Gatlinburg-Pittman for the district and sectional championship games, so that was our local competition. Yeah.
So in the middle school, like TSSAA, TMSAA, they have a large and a small division.
Well, there's 3 classes. There's
three?
AAA,
Okay.
AA, and single A. We're in AA.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Robertsville last year advanced to the state finals.
Yes.
Seemed like I recall that.
The same group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The same group. Was any of those other teams there last year, this year?
I didn't see any of them though.
Different.
Yeah, different group.
So you defeated at Martin. It was pretty decisively, correct? What I heard.
Well, most of our wins were by some margin, if I may be fair to the other teams, and so our group of girls did really well, because sometimes when you win games big, they don't get as much playing time because you have a large lead. So here again, that shows the character of our girls, is no matter whether we're ahead or we started out, we're down 6-1 there at Martin at the beginning of the game. We're down 6-1, and a lot of people will give up and quit. But as Coach turns around to me and she says, "Oh, well, this is not a problem. We got this." And it was just a matter, I think, a few minutes. He stole the ball and shot a full court layup, and that just turned the tide, and we never looked back after that. So,
Okay, Coach McGinnis, if you would, just go back to your playing days at Oak Ridge, and as I mentioned earlier, you played for Coach Jill Pruden, and what was it like to play for her? She's, just well respected, pretty much a legend, and across the state back then, and just how was it to play for her?
I mean, that was a fantastic experience. I mean, you can't ask for better high school coaches than Jill Pruden, and at the time, Lynn Berkey was there as the assistant coach, and when you go through that program, I mean, you learn so much, and I used a lot of things that I saw them do as coaches as a coach with this group. So, I mean, even things like plays we ran, and also just different ways to motivate the girls. Lots of things that they did I tried to emulate, just because they did it right, and they ran the program well, and so I tried to use a lot of what I had learned from that.
Still employ some of that. Where is Coach Pruden at now? You stay in touch with her?
She actually texted me and congratulated us after it. She lives in Knoxville.
Maybe she'll call in tonight.
That'd be great.
Call in, Coach Pruden.
if you're watching.
But right now we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night, and we'll be back to talk with these Lady Rams here in a little bit. And you're on with Coach McGinnis and Coach Luttrell, Robertsville Middle School Lady Rams, and we'll be right back here in a few minutes.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family. We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Old Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Earl Duff Subaru, I-40 at Gallaher Road in Kingston, or on the web at duffsubaru.com.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
Welcome back into the locker room chat. My name is John Williams. I'm here with head coach of the Lady Rams, Aaron McGinnis, and assistant coach Robert Luttrell. And once again, thank you all for being here. And right now we're going to meet these Lady Rams, fresh off a state championship in the middle school. So these are 8th graders right here with us tonight, and you had a total, I think I counted 12 on the picture on your team.
We had 13 that went with us on varsity, and 7 of those 8th graders. So.
Okay. Who do we have first?
She's in the middle.
Kaylee. Go ahead and introduce yourself again.
I'm Kaylee.
Kaylee Hickman.
Yes.
I believe I know your grandparents. Charles and Loretta.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Now you know something, don't you? Tell us a story then, if you know.
But Coach McGinnis, if you would just talk about Kaylee.
About Kaylee? Sure. So Kaylee, correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, has been with the team for 2 years. And she is just a little spark plug in practice. She has worked really, really hard on her game, and her shot has come along and has gotten really improved over this year, and she's got the potential to become a good shooter for the high school. But she's just very generous with the team, and just an easy person to get along with, and helps the team gel in that way.
This is our 2nd year with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Luttrell, you as well. Speak a little bit.
Kaylee's, when she was started with us last year, and Kaylee knows this, I tell her she's a little bit hard-headed, and she knows that. But she does it in the right way. Kaylee's very competitive, and if she wants something, she's going to work at it. Isn't that right, Kaylee? And so I'm so proud of her that, she's surrounded by a lot of other athletes, and she had to work her way into her group, and she's worked really, really hard. And so her being a little hard-headed works to her advantage because it's going to make her a much better basketball player. So, and has, if I may.
Well, Kaylee, first off, congratulations on winning the state. And what What's your give me your thoughts on winning that state championship? How did it feel?
It felt really good. It was my second year. The first year we were runners up, and the second year we finally won. So I thought we hit our accomplishment of finally winning state in our middle school year.
Mm-hmm. Now, does Kaylee start some this year, or?
She did not start, but she there were several games that she was the first off the bench.
Uh-huh. So, Kaylee, what are some of your strengths as a player?
Some of my strengths is that I can shoot the ball. I can do really good on offense and defense, but there's some things I still need to work on just to get a little bit better as a ball player.
Yeah, what are some of those things you need to work on?
I need to learn how to see the whole floor and just work on there's mental things I need to work on, and just ball handling. There's just so many things you can work on as a ball player.
Mm-hmm. Do you play any other sports?
I play travel softball.
So you're getting ready to play here pretty soon, right?
Yes.
Does Robertsville have a middle school softball program?
They do, but I do not play for them. I have a travel softball team that travels other places than I do for middle school.
Mm-hmm. What are some other things you like to do besides sports? Do you have any other hobbies?
Our family, we have a race car, and we like to go to the races a lot with my brother. He actually races the race car. I really don't have any other hobbies than that, but just hanging out with family and friends is really just a fun time for me.
Mm-hmm. In school, how are you doing in school? What's your favorite subject?
It's not really a subject, it's like an elective. My favorite elective is our STEM program that we have at our school. Right now we are working on a Rube Goldberg, which is like a machine that the object is to get the marble to the bottom and make sure all the cells work as a group together.
Mm-hmm. Sounds pretty, sounds hard, don't it?
They do some great stuff in that STEM program.
Uh-huh.
But on that note, especially these 8th graders, I mean, they not only do well on the court, but their grades are A's and B's. I mean, they push themselves academically as well.
Mm-hmm. Kaylee, are you looking forward to going to the next level and playing for Coach Taylor?
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh. Now, your grandparents are big Lady Dragon fans.
Yeah, we're going to have to change that.
I was going to ask you if she's putting any pressure on you to come to Clinton.
No, we're changing her to make her a Wildcat fan.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she told me she came to some games this year, and it was really fun to watch you play.
Yes, it was really fun to see all my grandparents and parents and the fans, and just all these other players, their parents just cheering everybody on while we play our game.
Okay, you'd like to give a shout out to anybody out there?
I'd like to shout out to my grandparents and my parents for all that they have done for me in my lifetime, especially with my softball and my basketball and all the sports I do. They've really helped me and pushed me through rough times and better times.
Well, thank you, Kaylee, and once again, congratulations on the state championship. That's terrific.
Thank you.
Who do we have next?
Lindsay Cleveland.
Lindsay Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
Lindsay Cleveland. Talk a little bit about her, Coach McGinnis.
Lindsay Cleveland. You cannot say enough good things about that girl. Basketball-wise, if the other team had a scorer, she was the one. I mean, you would turn to Lindsay and say, Lindsay, shut her down.
She's a stopper.
And Lindsay would say, I got you, Coach. And each and every time she did. Her defense is just phenomenal. and it's so fun to watch. And she's just so determined to keep that player or from scoring. I mean, she's one of the best defensive players I've ever seen, especially at the middle school level. Personal, she's just such a pleasant person. She always has a smile on her face. All her teachers love her. She's just so kind and respectful and fun, and just can't say enough good things about her. I'm sure that Coach Luttrell has plenty to say about her.
Yeah, Coach Luttrell.
Well, I've known Lindsay now for 3 years, and one thing, like she said, she always smiles, but Lindsay always has a very good attitude about everything in life, and I'm so proud of her because one thing I told her the other day is she's kind of been the glue that's kept our team together through all the adversity this year and being the 8th graders, and you're always looking for that person to step up and lead. And individually, all these girls have led in some way on our team, but Lindsay's always been that constant person, no matter what, to keep her head high, and she enjoys life, and she's just a fun person to be with. And not only that, she loves chicken from Chick-fil-A. Just so everybody knows that, okay.
Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. We need to hurry up and get that back open, though.
Lindsay knows when it's open. You can ask her. So.
Okay. She's got a clock countdown.
Yeah,
on
she
it.
does. She said she's going to be number 1 in the line. She's going to be there at midnight the night before they open. I don't know if her dad knows that or not, but.
Coach McGinnis, what kind of defense did y'all run this year?
We ran a 1-2-1-1 press and mostly man.
Mm-hmm.
So just intense, all out, aggressive, all over them defense. These girls,
court.
it's their specialty.
Yeah.
They love it.
Okay, Lindsay, what's your comments on winning that state championship? Congratulations, but how'd you feel winning that?
It felt really good to come back after being runner-up and finally getting the state championship. And I feel like the best part was after it. Once we got on the bus, everybody was just screaming and yelling, posting on Snapchat, just like we're finally state champions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I feel like it was fun for everybody just to finally get that win at state.
Especially after last year finishing runner-up, had to feel that much more special, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any brothers or sisters that's played at Robertsville or gone on to Oak Ridge and played, or was your parents or?
Well, my uncle and my aunt played, and then my brother's gonna start playing, and my sister's playing next year. And then both of my cousins, Micaiah and Jamie, they played at the high school. They're now in college. So.
What's their last names?
Micaiah Dowdell and Jamie Golden.
Okay, I know Jamie more. I know her dad. She's a really good player. She's still playing in North Carolina. She went to college there. I forget the name of the college, but she was a good player for Oak Ridge. I know she played at Clinton Middle, and I was disappointed when she went to Oak Ridge, but I'm a Clinton guy. But anyway, you got bragging rights on that, don't you? Y'all didn't play Clinton Middle this year, did you?
No.
They had a good team. They had a good run. They got to the sectional and won a game, and it had been a good matchup. I know Clinton and Robertsville and Jefferson all used to play, and now they've got the different.
Yeah,
Got the different
we actually
divisions.
had them on the schedule early on, and then some things didn't work out, and we had to replace the game.
Well, Lindsay, you play any other sports?
No, just basketball. Just AAU basketball in middle school.
So you like to play defense?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love defense.
What's some of your strengths on defense and offense, you feel?
Like they said on defense, my strength is just if you give me somebody to guard, I'll guard them. And then on offense, I feel like I'm good at seeing the floor, like my passes. I'm great at knowing where everybody is. So I feel like those are my strengths.
Okay. So, turning attention to school, do you have a favorite subject in school?
Math. Math and science are my favorite subjects. Math really runs, like, my brother's been advanced, my sister, my dad, my grandmother. It's just a really good subject to us.
So, I'm sure y'all played Jefferson this year, right?
Yes.
That's your big rival.
Mm-hmm.
How did that turn out this year?
It was good. The sad part about it was, though, we couldn't play them again because they had a quarantine. So we only got to play them once this year. But we're still undefeated to them, so that was a good.
You know a lot of those girls on that team?
I know some. There's some girls on the team.
Okay. So, I forgot what I was going to ask her. Oh yeah, some of the things what do you need to work on before you go up to be a Lady Wildcat next year?
I think the biggest thing I need to work on is just shooting more, taking more shots, and work more on my ball handling and driving in.
Okay, Lindsay, thank you, and congratulations on the state championship. And you want to give a shout out to anyone out there?
I think my biggest shout out is gonna go to my grandmother. She's fun on the court. She's always screaming and cheering us on. So yeah, that's my biggest shout out.
Are you going to go to the game tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Watch the Wildcats as they try to win the region.
Mhm.
I'm sure Coach Taylor's excited about you coming up next year. Okay, let's go to our next Lady Ram.
This is Jaden Pierce, another 8th grader. She came to us this year from Lenoir City and joined our team, so this was her first year with us. And Jaden is a world of potential. She has all the athleticism that a person needs. She can be very explosive on the court. There were some practices where she would get rebound after rebound, and times that she could just drive past anybody and take it to the basket. So she has a very big upside ahead of her. So I hope she sticks with it and see where that can take her. She is the most respectful person. She treats everyone well. She cares about people. She is extremely bright and does really well in school. And she's been a great addition to have to our team this year.
Coach Luttrell.
Well, I was just going to say about Jaden. She doesn't say a whole lot, but her facial expressions and her actions speak louder than her words. But during practice, she just came to us this year, which some of the other girls obviously been with us a while. And so our way of playing basketball at Robertsville, if you played somewhere else, it may not quite always be a fit. But Jaden, since last fall, has worked really, really hard. And Coach is a post coach, and she loves coaching post. And she spent a lot of time with Jaden. And I can't say that you couldn't ask for a better person to be on your team. And I like Coach McGinnis, I encourage Jaden to continue on because she's going to continue to get better. She has all the fundamentals to be a really good basketball player at high school. So,
Jaden, you came from Lenoir City. How did you like coming to Robertsville this fall?
I liked it a lot better. Their basketball program was a lot better than my other school was.
Did you play at Lenoir City last year?
Yes. The year before.
Do you have any relatives here in Oak Ridge? That why you moved up, or just moved into the town?
No, I just moved for high school.
Just moved up. So congratulations on the state championship, and if you would just talk about that. Just talk about winning the championship.
It was really nice winning my first year at Robertsville, and I had a lot of fun with the girls on and off the court.
Jaden looks to be the tallest of the girls here. Is she the tallest on the team?
No, our other 8th grader, Jenna Johnson, who couldn't be here tonight, she's our tallest.
Uh-huh. So, Jenna, you like playing inside? You like playing inside, or can you step out and knock down a three?
I'm not so great with my threes, and I like to shoot inside more.
Uh-huh. What's some of your strengths?
I think I'm really good, like they said, at rebounding and driving past people. I'm really good in the paint and posting up.
What's some of the things you need to work on?
Like I said, I probably need to work on my threes and just shooting in general.
So, what was your best game this year? How many points? Did you have points, rebound? Did you have more of a rebounder or a double-double person?
Well, Jaden would come in for some of our post players, for Zay and Jenna and Anaya sometimes, and there were games she probably had 4 or 6 points and maybe 2 or 3 rebounds.
Jay, do you have any other hobbies?
I like to draw.
Like to draw? Like art? That's always admire people that can draw. It's really amazing talent. So it's just something that's God-given, I think. You play any other sports?
No, just basketball.
Just basketball? Well, what about your in school? Do you have a favorite subject in school?
I really like chorus. It's fun to sing in there.
What's that?
Chorus. It's fun to sing in there.
Chorus. Like singing? In the singing? That's good. It's well-rounded.
They are quite a variety of personalities.
Are you looking forward to moving up to play next year for the Lady Wildcats?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to give a shout out to anyone out there watching?
I'd like to give out a shout out to my family for supporting me.
Okay. Well, Coach McGinnis, 3 pretty good players, it looks like, right there. Doing well in school and enjoy playing the game of basketball, it seems.
Absolutely. 3 great girls.
So right now we're going to go ahead and take a break, and you're watching the Locker Room Chat. We'll be back to talk to 3 more Lady Rams here in just a few minutes.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
For Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Earl Duff Subaru, I-40 at Gallaher Road in Kingston, or on the web at duffsubaru.com.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Welcome back into the locker room chat, and our guests tonight are the Robertsville Middle School Lady Rams, fresh off a state championship about a month ago, I guess 3 or 4 weeks ago, and Coach McGinnis here with us, head coach and assistant coach Luttrell, and is it Luttrell or Luttrell?
Depends on where you're in the country.
Right, yeah.
Out west it's Luttrell, but here it's Luttrell.
Right, Luttrell. Yeah, it's Luttrell, and once again, thank you all for being here. And phone lines are open. Oak Ridge fans out there watching, we got the Robertsville girls in here, fresh off a state championship. Former Lady Wildcat, Coach McGinnis here, and please take your comments. If you'd like to call in here and talk about these young ladies. But right now, we're going to go back to these girls, and Coach McGinnis, who do we have first?
Ayanna Porter.
Ayanna?
Yes.
Ayanna Porter.
Yeah.
Hey, Ayanna, are you kin to Jackie?
Yes.
I know Jackie. I remember him back. He played back pretty much when I was going to school, I think. Late 70s, early 80s, I believe. He was a really good, point guard for Oak Ridge. How are you related to Jackie?
That's my grandfather.
That's your grandfather? Oh, really? Wow. That's awesome. Jackie, you can call in now. Talk a little bit about Ayanna.
Well, I think he'll be proud to watch her play point guard at the high school. She's a phenomenal basketball player. One of the best shooters I've seen in a while. She is able also to just get in there in between 3 and 4 girls and somehow, some way, make the ball go in the basket. And I'll be over there cringing on the bench like, and then it goes in, and I'm like, okay, do what you do. But she is our leader on the floor offensively. The girls just know that they have someone they can depend on when crunch time comes, that she get the ball in her hands, and something good's going to happen.
Coach Luttrell?
Well, let me see. I've got a long list of things about Ayanna Porter that she asked me not to talk about, so I won't mention any of those things other than she's one of the sweetest girls I've ever coached. She's just an outstanding player. This funny thing about Ayanna, when she walks into the gym, she has a lot of body language, and so you know whether it's going to be a good practice or not just by looking at her body language. Mm-hmm. But when it comes time to play, when she gets on that court, her game face gets on, and she's serious about playing basketball. And here again, all these girls, as Coach said earlier, are academically very well, and she's no exception to that. But when she gets to high school, I expect really, really good things from her. And ask her who her dad is.
Oh, who's your dad, Ayanna?
Adrian Porter.
Adrian Porter. Okay, yeah. Definitely remember Adrian too. Really good player. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I should have thought of that, but I know the Porter name. I thought of Jackie, but Adrian, really outstanding athlete for Oak Ridge. How long have you been playing basketball, Ayanna?
I've been playing since 6th grade.
Since 6th grade. Talk a little bit about that state championship that you won a few weeks ago. How'd that feel?
It felt really great because last year we didn't win it, so it felt great coming in as an 8th grader and winning it.
Did you start last year in Robertsville?
Of course.
Yes.
And if I may, she started some, as a few of these others started as 6th graders, some of our games when they were 6th graders. So she's one of those.
We had a phone call come in there moments ago. It must call back, caller, if must have lost the call. But Ayanna, so you're the point guard. I know Coach Taylor for the Lady Wildcats. She's losing a couple of seniors this year. Kamari Mitchell-Steen and Hope Holt. Pretty much the main ball handlers for the Lady Wildcats. You know those girls? Been to watch them play?
Yes.
I'm sure Coach Taylor is looking forward to you coming up, and you might be in the running for that point guard position. You think, Coach McGinnis, as a freshman, think she could step in? And
I absolutely do. I think she's got the talent for it, and I think, like Coach Luttrell said, when game time comes, I don't think it matters what age she is. She's ready to play.
Ayanna, talk a little bit about your strengths on the court.
Well, I can see the floor well, and I can shoot and drive.
Play defense.
I feel like I'm a really good passer and stuff.
You look like you might have some speed. You got some speed like your daddy?
Yes.
Your grandfather?
Yes.
Did your grandfather, he work with you a lot growing up, or you're still young, but?
Well, it's mostly my dad.
Uh-huh.
Like, he works out with me a lot.
Does he?
Yes.
That's good. Do you play any other sports?
No, sir.
What about any hobbies? What do you like to do outside of the sports? Any?
I really just like hanging out with my friends and family.
You like to go shopping?
Yes.
So how's you doing in school? I know Coach McGinnis said all y'all are doing good in school. What's your favorite subject in school?
I like language arts and math.
Coach McGinnis, you got any other questions you might like to ask her?
That's your job.
Right.
No, but I will just add some other things. Is she played kind of the middle of our press, and she was really good at reading what the other team was going to do as well. She just knows the game so well, and can kind of see what's going to happen ahead of time. And there were lots of games also where we were just kind of, at the beginning of some games, we were kind of flat and dead. And there was lots of times that she was the one that would just dive on the floor for a ball, and then next time down, she's back on the floor. And from that point forward, it was just, we were good to go. And so we just needed a little spark, and she would always give that to us as well.
And if I may add to that, it brought back a memory is when she was a 6th grader, Coach Mott and I, when she first started playing with us, we realize as a sixth grader, she sees the basketball court probably as good as any kid I've ever coached, including in high school. She sees the floor so well, and that she's a little bit ahead of her time on some of that, because a lot of kids, it takes a while to be able to be in the right place at the right time. But Ayanna, I'll back her up on that. She sees the court probably as good as anybody. So that's one thing I think she'll bring to the high school next year, is being able to see the court very well. So.
Ayanna, look like you got some speed on you. I'm sure
they all do.
They all do.
Oh yeah, pretty fast, right?
Yes, they all do.
We got the phone lines. They're not lighting up, Dylan. For some reason, I would be taking these calls, but Ayanna, what is some of the games this year? What were some of your best games, memories this year playing for Robertsville?
Well, one of them is whenever we won state, and really all of them have been like fun and stuff to play in.
Uh-huh. Let's go ahead and take this call here. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, what's going on, Sleepy? This is your buddy Dominique Wright, also known as Neek.
Hey, Neek. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I just wanted to take the opportunity to call in on the show and congratulate the Robertsville girls. They did an excellent job all season long. But I also wanted to highly praise Coach McGinnis and our coaching staff. I think they did an excellent job with a very, very talented group of young ladies. I'm sure in their position with so much talent, it would be easy just to roll the ball out and just let them play. But to manage so much talent, to organize them, to give them structure, to put them in the right positions, to be successful, and learn how to play the game the right way. A lot of times when you got players like that who are so God gifted in their abilities, it would be very easy to let them play as individuals. But it was quite obvious, from the moment that I watched them play, that they understood how to not only use their talents as individuals, but also learn how to play together and play the game the right way. So I wanted to congratulate the coaches. Job well done, and also congratulate all the young ladies on a great season and a great future for Oak Ridge. So that's what I wanted to say. Great job, ladies, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Dominique, for calling in.
And I don't know if you know, but a lot of these girls work with them in some sessions, like some workouts with them. So thank you for doing that. It's just another testament to these girls that, a lot of them have already jumped into AAU and are playing some more, and they go do the workouts with Nick and Ang. And it's just, they play and they play and they play. But thank you very much for that comment. That means a lot.
Yes, and Dominique, his wife, Angela, former Angela Phillips, former Angela Phillips, former Lady Wildcat as well. I know you know her, and it's pretty good when you got young ladies like that being trained by, Dominique played for Marquette and played overseas, and just an outstanding. Not only that, just the type of people they are, and it's just do a great job.
Absolutely.
I believe Angela played at Kentucky, right?
Right, Angela, yes.
She played at Kentucky.
Glad you got that in. Don't want to leave that out.
Don't want to leave her out.
Right.
No. She's a great ball player as well. So
certainly was. And, well, Ayanna, before I let you go, you want to just give a shout out to anyone out there?
I would like to give a shout out to my grandparents and my parents.
All right. Well, thank you, and congratulations on that state championship. Look forward to watching you playing for the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats.
Thank you.
Who's our next Lady Ram?
Zayana Stewart.
Zayana?
Zay with a Z.
Zayana Stewart. Hey, Zayana.
Zayana Stewart. What a personality. I actually got to know Zay a little bit more than some of the other girls. Her 7th grade year, I had her in math class. And so I knew going into coaching that she was going to be something else. And she's totally lived up to that. She has just a very strong, outgoing personality. She's very fun to be around. She's kind of another one with lots of body language, lots of facial expressions. And she's also on the court. She is a force to be reckoned with. I don't think I'd want to be down there messing around with her. She's very strong, as well as very fast. And she can shoot the three. She's got good court sense. She's aggressive. She's just a very talented young lady who's got a bright future ahead of her.
Coach Luttrell?
Well, here again, I've been with Zay for 3 years, and it's really interesting to see the young ladies grow as a basketball player as well as young ladies. And Zay, I'll throw a shout out for her. She has matured so much as a player and as a person over the last couple of years. But this year, towards the end of the season, and I don't know how many people noticed that. I know Coach mentioned it, but the last probably 4 or 5 games when we got into playing tournaments, we get in before the game and have the pregame talk, and Zay would say, "I got it." And you could tell by her body language that she meant what she said. And I think the last probably 4 or 5 games we had, her game got better and better every game. It was really interesting to watch how much she matured as a basketball player on that court. It was just amazing, and it's fun to watch. I'm just thankful to be a part of this group. It's really special. Yeah.
Would you say she keeps the team loose too?
There's definitely a lot of laughter when she's around.
A lot
yes.
of laughter. Her and Lindsay are competing for laughter, I think. Yes, yeah.
Zayana, talk a little bit about winning that state championship.
It was fun. Like, we was yelling and stuff.
How many points did you have in that game?
I don't even remember.
You don't keep up?
I think like 17.
Yeah, I think
really?
she had 17. I think that's right, Zay. Yeah.
She the leading scorer.
She was the championship game. Well, I don't know about this year because a lot of our girls, depending on what day it was and who we were playing, the matchups, it might be Ayanna one game, it might be Jenna another game, and so we had a lot of sharing of leading scoring during the year. So we're pretty fortunate for that.
Ayanna, I know the Stewart name goes back in Oak Ridge basketball. How are you related? Are you related to the current Wildcat, Jonathan Stewart?
Yes.
Is that your brother or?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin? Uh-huh. What about Kiki?
That's my mama.
Kiki's your mother?
Yes.
Wow, she was a great player for Oak Ridge as well. You got some good bloodlines there. I remember an Oak Ridge player back in the day when I was in school, like Dada Stewart. You kin to Dada?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think it was Doug Stewart.
Oh, yeah, I am. I don't know how, though.
He played, he was a real good player for Oak Ridge back in the day. We'll talk a little bit about some of your game. Are you got an all-around game? Can you go inside and out? And what's some of your strengths?
I'm strong down low. I can kind of handle the ball.
Sort of like your mom, like get in the paint.
She's probably better than her mom at this age.
Yeah, I think so too, Coach.
There you go.
Oh, Coach, what have you started now?
Competition, Coach. Go competition. Yeah.
What's some of the things you might need to work on?
Well, I don't like play down low as much. Like this was like my second year.
Yeah, I need to work on like ball handling and shooting and stuff.
Do you have any anything you like to do outside of sports? Do you play any other sports first?
No.
What's your hobbies?
I don't really got a hobby.
Like to go fishing or?
No.
She likes to eat.
She likes to eat?
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to eat?
No.
At home?
No. I like to eat like at like steak places and stuff.
Yeah, I do too. What about your school? How you doing in school?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Your mom proud of you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject?
Gym.
Gym, PE. That was my favorite subject too. In school, it's always fun. Some of the things you I asked you that. Some of the things you might need to work on.
Oh yeah.
Say that again.
I said yeah.
What some of those things?
I need to work on shooting and like dribbling.
Uh-huh.
Ball handling.
Okay. Talk a little bit about some of your favorite memories this year, besides the state championship.
When we go in the locker room, like after games, like we be happy and stuff, and like we be laughing and stuff, like making jokes out of it, like whenever we had to hold the ball because they wouldn't come up and guard us.
Trying to bring them out of that zone, right?
Well, if I may, in respect to her talent, we had one team that literally put 3 people around her at high post to prevent her from getting the ball because she was pretty much doing what she wanted to. And that's one of the games she's referring to is our guards. I think Lindsay and Ayanna were out there, and they would not come out and guard them. So they were so much worried about her that they put all their energy and effort. So we stood there in, a couple of minutes in one of the games, and they finally came out and guarded us with about 30 seconds before half to make them play us man up. And so that's a compliment to say.
Right, yeah. Definitely. That's a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Let's take this call. Go ahead, call. You're on the locker room chat.
Wow.
Go ahead, caller.
Am I on there live? Hello?
Say that again.
Am I on live?
Yes, you're on live here with Coach McGinnis and Coach Luttrell and the Lady Rams.
Okay, well, this is Kiki Stewart.
It's Kiki. Hey, Kiki. Thanks for calling in.
No problem.
Talk
I'm probably behind on what y'all saying now. But I just thought I'd tell Ayanna she need to work on that left hand.
Work on that left hand.
Yes.
You hear that,
She's
Ayanna?
doing very well.
You've heard that
in school,
before.
and I'm
Yes.
proud of her. What'd you say?
Kiki, thank you for calling in. You have any other comments? I know you were a great player for Oak Ridge. I saw you play. I know you played at Middle Tennessee, right?
Oh, I'm still on there. Sorry, I'm just now listening too. I hear myself. I'm sorry. I'm going to go now because I can't really hear y'all.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Yeah, Kiki played at MTSU. My son went there, and they were at school at some at the same time. And I used to go watch Kiki play some of her games. And she actually became a three-point shooter in college, more so than in high school. And so she advanced her game while in college. So Now, if I may for Zay real quick, though, Zay has the ability to play any position. She's over there saying she needs to improve her ball handling. Well, everyone that plays the game needs to do that, but Zay can probably handle the ball as well as anybody on the team. And don't take away from yourself, Zay, because you got it, girl. So,
Have another call. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, this is Brian Ford. How you doing?
Hey, Brian. Doing good. How you doing?
Doing good. I just want to call in and congratulate these ladies. Known several of those little girls for several years now through the Boys and Girls Club, but just now got rekindled with Erin. And wow, amazing job she's doing with these girls, and her dedication shows.
They certainly got we got two good coaches here. But you know, Erin's played college ball, and she's played the game, so these girls are in good hands from that aspect.
Yeah, it's awesome to see them grow and mature over the last 3 or 4 years into young ladies. From growing up as little goobers at the Boys and Girls Club running around to now watching their presence on TV is quite impressive.
Yeah, it looks like Oak Ridge is going to be just going to keep on rolling. Got quite the tradition, Lady Wildcats do, and I know Coach Taylor's got to be excited to have these young ladies coming up.
Definitely. I'll support them as long as they grow up, but I'll always say, go Dragons. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for calling in. And well, Zay, go back to you. I'd like to give a shout out.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mama, my granny, and my daddy.
You're also kin to T. Higgins, right?
Yes.
So maybe T will call in. Has he been to watch you play any?
Yes.
He has been. I remember watching T play at Robertsville. Somebody told me about him, so you need to go watch this kid play, and quite the athlete. But so Zay, thank you, and congratulations on your state championship.
Thank you.
Let's talk to this last but not least, Lady Ram.
This is Anaya Porter, another of our 8th graders. So what's awesome about Anaya is she was asked to do a lot this year mentally. She was the only one on the team who played both inside and outside, both the 3 and the 4, and so she had to know all of our plays from both positions, know where to be, on whether she was playing a post, whether she was playing a guard. She had to be in the right spot at all times, and that takes a lot of dedication and mental preparation to be able to do that. And so that helped us out tremendously as far as like rotation and when we could sub in for people, and so that brought a lot to our team, the ability that she has to play inside and play outside. She can shoot the 3 as well. She is quick as lightning, and when she gets the ball on one end, man, her head's going, and she's taking it to the basket, and there's lots of times that'll work for her, and she'll just get us 2 quick points, and then we're right back on defense, and she may, along with Lindsay and some others, get a steal, and we got another 2. So she would give us a spark and get on the floor a lot as well. So just a really great player to have on our team.
Coach Slattery?
Well, here's another one I've had coached with for 3 years, and I'm probably most proud of her as I am of any of the girls on the team. She's come so far as a basketball player, but here again as a young lady, and she can get a little emotional sometimes because she's so invested in learning the game and playing the game. But I would probably, and I think most of the girls would agree, she's probably the fastest one we have on the team. She's extremely fast, and she's all about winning. So, but it's been a real pleasure to have her and all the girls for 3 years. Been a real blessing.
What's her name again?
Anaya.
Anaya. Okay, Anaya. Thank you for being here tonight. And are you kin to Ayanna?
Yes, she's my cousin.
Your cousin? Okay. So y'all make a pretty good combination.
What did you say?
Make a pretty good combination.
Yeah.
On the court. Got a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
What's your comments on winning that state championship?
It was really fun because I've been playing with most of the girls on the team for like a long time now. So like it was really fun to win state with them.
What's some of your strengths on the floor?
I like to play defense, and like on the offensive side, I like to drive with my left hand because I'm pretty good with it. So yeah.
You like to get on the baseline?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What's some of your things you need to work on?
I need to work on going right because I don't really like going with my right hand.
She's a lefty.
Oh, you're a lefty?
She also has a former Wildcat in her family as well.
And who would that be? You have a relative in your family that played?
Oh, my cousin Shatara. She played 2018, 2019.
2010?
No, 2019, 2018.
Okay, yeah. Just recent, yeah.
And your dad?
Oh, yeah, my dad played too.
Don't forget her dad. Who's her daddy?
Shannon Porter.
Shannon? Okay. Would you like to give them a shout out?
I want to give my family a shout out for traveling with me to all these games and stuff. Yeah.
Got a call here. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat, and this is a former Vol calling in, Bobby Mays. Hey, Bobby.
Hello?
Is this Bobby?
No, this is Camelia Stewart. This is Ayanna's grandmother.
Oh, grandmother?
Ayanna
Okay.
Stewart's grandmother.
Okay, Bobby's name popped up there on the screen, so
Yeah, I know.
girls got excited. But
No, it's not even telling I'm just Higgins' mom.
so, who's your daughter?
My granddaughter is Ayanna Stewart.
Oh, Zayana's your granddaughter. Okay, yeah. I'm sure you're proud of her.
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about Zayana. Brag on her a little bit.
Oh, well, she's awesome. She's such a sweet-spirited girl. Such a sweet-spirited girl. Fun to be around.
You looking forward to her?
I'm sorry?
You're looking forward to her going on to the play for the Lady Wildcats, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, I am.
Excited
Yes, I
about
am.
that, for sure.
Yes. I just wanted to say that I apologize to the girls and the coaches and the fans for the way that I acted during the game. And I'm so proud of the girls for going and winning the state championship.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate that, and we thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you all have a blessed day, and I'm looking forward to watching them play in high school.
I think we all are.
Roll, Wildcats, roll.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You have any, what's your favorite subject in school?
I would have to say math, because I've always been like good at math in the head and stuff.
Have any favorite memories this year?
I didn't really go to school this year, but for basketball wise, times in the locker room was fun.
in competitive games and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You've been doing virtual?
Yeah, I've been doing virtual school.
Mm-hmm. You play any other sports?
I've been trying to do soccer, and I run track for Robertsville.
You said she was the fastest?
I think she's definitely the fastest.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you agree, Miss Porter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're looking forward to going up to play for Coach Taylor, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Any other thing you'd like to say?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, and looking forward to watching you play, all of y'all. So, Coach McGinnis, before I let y'all go, anything else you'd like to say?
Just kind of reiterate what Coach Luttrell said before. Just thank you to their past coaches. I know that Coach Scott and Coach Mott worked really hard with these girls and got them ready to be where they were this year. So I just kind of walked in on a good year. But I think you may be having these girls back again one day to talk about another one. So I really hope that happens for them. They definitely have all the potential. So I just wish them the best, and I will miss having them next year.
Coach Luttrell, any final?
Well, yeah, I appreciate you. Let me say something. The parents, we forget to talk about our parents. These girls, their parents as well as themselves, put in so much energy and effort between AAU and doing other workouts, and it has paid off. And we really appreciate the parents for all their patience because, you know, when this season was kind of a mess anyway. A lot of things were changing by the moment, but anyway, they got a great group of parents to support them 100%. They've got great kids, and like I said, it's been really a blessing for me to be around these girls for 3 years. And one thing I want to add, someone said earlier about having this much talent, being able to get them to play together. I have to give a shout out here for Coach McGinnis. She came in, had high expectations, or she was told there was high expectations, and she came in not being in coaching for a while. And I don't know, the first few days she may have stumbled a little bit, but every day in practice I saw her growing and growing as a coach. And I really appreciate her letting me coach with you, Coach. I really do. And it's been a fun trip. And here again, girls, thank all of you. I really appreciate it. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's take this call. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, my name is, I would like to say congratulations to my cousin Zayan and my dear friendly friends, Ayanna and Anaya. And congratulations to Miss Guinness.
Thank you.
Certainly, congratulations are in order. Thank you for calling in. Well, Coach McGinnis, Coach Luttrell, and these Lady Rams, thank you all for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Congratulations again on the state championship, and you know, exciting times ahead for the Lady Wildcats.
There are.
But we'll be right back to wrap up the show, and you've been watching the Locker Room Chat, and with the Lady Rams head coach McGinnis and Coach Luttrell and the Lady Rams. Appreciate you watching. We'll be back in a few minutes to wrap up the show. You're watching Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Old Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 Exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Earl Duff Subaru, I-40 at Gallagher Road in Kingston, or on the web at duffsubaru.com.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group, Realty Executives, has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Welcome back into Locker Room Chat. And just got some, I'd like to recognize Stone Cummings winning the heavyweight championship in the Class AAA last week. Stone Cummings from Anderson County High School, the AAA heavyweight champion in wrestling, the first state champion wrestler for Coach Matt Sloan and the Mavericks. So congratulations to Stone. Also, it's basketball time, and we'll look at some scores. We'll look at some games coming up tomorrow night. The Oak Ridge boys will be going for the region championship against the Bearden Bulldogs. That game is at the Wildcat Arena. Also in Region 2, you'll have tomorrow night, the Maryville girls will be going up against the Bearden girls. Alcoa will take on Northview Academy, and Tellico Plains, 24-0, will play the Oneida Lady Indians. So congratulations to Oneida advancing to the region finals. Also on the boys' side, once again, Oak Ridge will be playing Bearden tomorrow night. Congratulations also out to Kingston Yellow Jackets and Coach Colton Naramore. They will be taking on the Fulton Falcons tomorrow night for the Region 2 AA Championship. And also the Harriman Blue Devils as well have advanced to the Region Championship. They will be taking on the Chattanooga School of Arts and Sciences. So congratulations to Shay Shannon. Also congratulations to Aaron Green on getting their teams to the finals. My name is John Williams, and I appreciate everyone calling in tonight and also for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Locker Room Chat.